Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again. It's Akosuah's tasty recipe. Thanks for watching my videos, thanks for sharing, thanks for commenting. I really appreciate it. Okay, so today we are going to make one of Ghanaian dishes. It's called banku. Yeah, so I'm going to make banku with okra soup. That's what I'll be making. So I'll be showing you the ingredient later, but if you have not subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe button and then like my Facebook page. You can follow me on Instagram. It's same name, Akosuah's tasty recipe. So stay tuned whilst we move to the kitchen. Okay, so these are the ingredients we will need for our banku and okra soup. Okay, so with the banku you need corn dough. I made this yesterday. What I did was I soaked the dried corn in the water for 3 days, then I went to mill it. So that is how the corn dough is made. Actually, I'm using the yellow corn. It's really common here, but in Ghana the white one is really common, so I'm using the yellow corn, but it's the same corn dough. And then we also add some cassava dough, but I don't buy the cassava dough outside, I make it myself. So what I do is normal cassava, then I'll just put it in the water, or you can put it in the freezer for the next day, then it will become soft. Then you just blend this, then you add it to your corn dough for the banku. So that's for the banku. And with the okra stew, I have some salted beef. Ghanaians will know what I'm talking about. It really smells good. This is salted beef. I have some fresh green chilies, and then I have the fresh red chili. I have some fresh beef. Yeah, fresh meat, fresh beef. And then I also have some fresh fish sliced into the size. So that's it. You need some palm oil here. And then banku is really nice when you have wole or beef skin. So I have some fresh thick wole or beef skin here, and then I'll be using only this natural roast beef seasoning. That's all. And then I have 3 bulb onions, the red ones, and then I have 1 clove of garlic, and then I have ginger. I also have my okra. What I did was I used the grater to grate this. You can also use your knife and slice an it, but I think with the soup, when you grate it, it's more good. So that's my okra. So let's proceed with the steps in making this. Okay, so we will start with the banku. So this is my blended cassava, the cassava I showed you when I was mentioning the ingredients. I blended this. I just added water, and then I placed all in the blender, and then I blended this, and then I got this fine texture. So I'll be adding my corn dough. If you think it's enough, then you stop, but if you think you want to eat more, you can add more. So I'll be mixing this. I'll mix everything together. You have to use your hand, but you have to wash your hand first. So I'll add water for it to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm just going to set this somewhere. Then I'll start with my okra soup, then I'll get back to it, then cook. Okay, so let's start with our okra soup. I'm going to blend the red onions, the red chilies, the green chilies, the ginger, and then the garlic together. I'm going to blend this. Okay, so let's start with the okra soup. I'll add my beef in the saucepan. I'll just put it inside. Then I will add my beef skin, or what we call wole, in the saucepan also. Then I'll add the Ghana local beef, the salted one. Then this is the ingredient I blended, then I'll add that one to it. Okay, so after you add everything, you stir. Then you add your seasoning. You can use any spice, but I like this natural beef seasoning, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. Then you stir everything together. I'll also add 1 teaspoon of salt. Then you stir everything together, so more like steaming meat. Yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, so whilst we are steaming our meat, I'll proceed with the banku. This is it. I'll light my fire, and then I'll add a teaspoon of salt. I'll mix it first, then I'll taste it if it's okay before I add some. Okay, it's not enough, so I'll add just half more. Okay, depending on how you want your salt. So this is it. You allow it to cook, and then it becomes hard before you do whatever you're supposed to do. So you watch how I'm making this. Okay, so as you can see, whilst you keep stirring, it becomes thicker. So this is how it's going to be, but you have to keep stirring just to prevent lumps. Okay, I don't know how to call this process, whether to drive to stir, but what Ghanaians we say is when it reached this state, then you cheat it. Now which, okay, so you need more energy here to do this. You put a little bit amount of water around it, then then you do this. So you add the water, you cover it, then allow it to boil a little bit. You lower the fire for it to boil. Okay, so whilst this is boiling also, let's check on our steamed meat. Okay, so this is our steamed meat and beef skin. I'm going to add the fresh fish for it to cook for like 5 minutes. Then I will remove it after it's cooked. Okay. Let's cover this and allow it to cook for like 5 minutes. Okay, so let's check on the fish. Okay, I think it's done. I'm going to remove it so that it wouldn't destroy in the soup or mash or something. So I'll be putting it in my bowl separately. Okay, then this is optional. I'm going to add some smoked fish just to give it this local flavor to my okra soup. So I'm adding this local smoked fish to my soup. Then from here, I'm going to add half of my palm oil. So I think this is enough. Then I'll allow this to cook for extra 20 minutes. Okay, so whilst we are cooking the soup, we'll check on our banku. It's boiled, so I'll turn it over for the other side to also cook. cook. Yeah. Okay, so I've turned it. I will also allow it for like 5 minutes for the other side to also cook. If you think it's really hard and it's not soft for you, you can add more water, but I think this is okay for me. So I'll allow this to cook for like 5 minutes again. Okay, so whilst we are waiting for our banku and the soup that we are steaming, I'm going to cook the okra also separately. Some people want to add it to the soup, but I don't like it that way. So I just mixed my okra with a little bit amount of water. So I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes and then it will be done. Okay, now so we are going to check on our soup, our steamed meat. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be after you cook it for 20 minutes. And then this is our okra that we cooked for 5 minutes. I'm going to add it to the soup. Then I'll stir it together, mix everything together. Okay, this is our okra soup, really thick. No need for saltpeter, what Ghanaians call it, no need, no need. You can make your okra stew or soup without that. So I'll add the extra oil. Then I'll allow this to also cook 5 minutes or maybe 10. Then it's done. I'm going to check on my banku. If it's done, I'm just going to wrap it in the plastic, then food is ready. So stay tuned, keep watching. Okay, so we'll check whether our banku is ready. Okay, so the banku is also done. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be wrapping my banku in this kind of plastic. I will divide the plastic into half, okay, like this. Then I'll get a bowl and then I'll put it inside. Then I'll sprinkle a little bit with water. Then I'll have an extra bowl just to help me, but you have to have a little bit amount of water here. Then you scoop the banku in the plastic into the size you want. So here you lift it, try to push it, and then you tie it. So this is how it's supposed to be. This is your banku. Okay, so we are done with the banku wrapping. This is our okra soup. I'll be adding my fish back. Yep, everything inside the soup. Then I'll stir. Yep. Okay, so it's done. I'm going to serve this with my banku. So watch out. Okay, so this is our homemade okra soup with banku. Yeah, you can try this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to taste it. So I'll remove the plastic from the banku. It's really hot. We use our hand in eating this, so woo, very hot. Then it really tastes good. Okay, so you can try this at home. Then you can send me your pictures, your videos. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram. The name is still Akosuah's Tasty Recipe. See you same time on my next video. Bye.